The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, I wanted to talk about Gervonta Davis, aka Tank, aka when he's right, the one. All right. There was a report that came out recently that Gervonta Davis will be moving to 140 to fight Mario Barrios. Now, when I first heard this news, it caught me off guard. And before I made the video, before I had time to think about it, my initial reaction was, why? Why would he fight Barrios, right? Why would he fight Barrios? It's a pointless fight. You know, I think he'll beat Mario Barrios. But then when I sat and I thought about it, right? I really sat and I thought about it. The way I see that fight, Gervonta Davis versus Mario Barrios, if it does get made, I see it as the ultimate chess move. It's the ultimate chess move by Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellaby, Mayweather Promotions, and all parties involved for the career of Gervonta Davis. If he can win, and it's a big if. It is a big if, because this is no gimme fight for Gervonta Davis. Now, Mario Barrios, he's not a massively big name yet. But Mario Barrios, for those of you who don't know, if you haven't heard already, if you're not up in your boxing, let me inform you. Mario Barrios is the current belt holder of the WBA regular title, and he's had it since 2019, okay? So what would be the significance of Tank beating Barrios? Well, if he beats Barrios, that means that he's then in position to fight the winner of Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez for undisputed, right? So that could be a big fight for him. But in all reality, right, now think about this, right? I want you guys to really think about this. Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez, both of them are already eyeing a move to 147 to fight Terrence Crawford if they win that fight. Taylor has already gone on record and said that Terrence Crawford is on his radar to fight. So if that happens and they vacate the belts, that would mean that Gervonta Davis, by way of being regular champion, would get a shot to fight for the undisputed titles, or at least the WBA belt, okay? And then we know Teofimo Lopez has stated in the past that he wants to move to 140, okay? So then if he was to 140, guess what? Gervonta is already there, and then that creates demand for the fight. So Mayweather, Leonard Ellaby, I think this is a smart move. I wouldn't have even thought of this myself, you know. So I got to give it to him. But as for Barrios versus Tank, the fight itself, it's not a gimme fight. Barrios is bigger than Tank by a good margin. He's pushing 5'10". Tank's sub 5'6". He's like 5'1.5". Barrios will have over a 3-inch reach advantage. Barrios can punch. Barrios is a strong, sturdy, durable top 5, fringe top 5, 140 pounder. And Tank Davis, I mean, we know that in his last fight, when he fought Leo Santa Cruz, good win. You know, Santa Cruz is a 4-division champion, but like Santa Cruz was a smaller guy coming up, and that's the criticism that people that weren't really impressed that win have, was that Santa Cruz was a smaller guy coming up. So now you can't say nothing. Like I don't want to hear you boxing fans. If you were criticizing the Santa Cruz fight, you can't criticize the Barrios fight, because now he fought a guy who was smaller coming up in weight. Now he's a smaller guy going up in weight, and this is the same Tank Davis, who in all reality, if you want to keep it all the way 100, he's never even fully established himself as a lightweight, because the one time he fought at lightweight against a known, incredible opponent, Gamboa, he didn't look that great. He was whatever, pedestrian, mediocre, average. He won, but he couldn't look sensational against a one-legged corpse of Gamboa. So now he's gonna fight a young, strong, confident, durable Mario Barrios. I mean, if y'all on the up on Mario Barrios, then I would highly advise you to get up on Mario Barrios. He's someone that is more than a credible opponent for Gervonta Davis. And this fight right here, I was telling Rick Laser yesterday when I interviewed him, this fight right here between Barrios and Gervonta Davis, this is a fight that I see as a blockbuster fight that could happen at the Alamo Dome. You know, Barrios is from San Antonio, Texas. He fought on the Tank Santa Cruz undercard. He gets a lot of support. This would be a big event in Texas. And I would very much like to see this fight if it's what's being talked about, because look, the reality is this: Ryan Garcia didn't want no smoke with Tank Davis. All right, he was saying he's gonna beat him in 2 rounds. They're not fighting. Teofimo Lopez is fighting George Kambosos on Triller, so that's not gonna happen right next. Devin Haney's fighting Linares, so that's not gonna happen next. So what options does he really have at 35? He could fight Rolly, but you guys have criticized that, you know. So I think this is a very, very ambitious move by Gervonta Davis. You know, by getting this belt, it's gonna position him and put him in a strength of negotiating power before Teofimo Lopez even moves up to 140, which I think is just a genius move by Floyd Mayweather. So like they always say, they're playing checkers and not chess, and I think this is a chess move. You know, this is a chess move by Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe, because you know if Teofimo Lopez, let's say he comes up to 135, right, or 140 from 135, right, and let's just say Gervonta Davis is right there in line to fight for all the belts, and he has a chance to fight him, because he will have a chance to fight him. If Tank Davis has a WBA regular title by beating Mario Barrios, and Teofimo Lopez moves up after that happens, and he doesn't fight him immediately, then they're in the well within their rights to say that Teofimo Lopez doesn't want to fight them, because of the fact that when you're undisputed champion, you could automatically activate your mandatory status, because that's what Crawford did when he fought Jeff Horn. That's what Usyk did now that he's trying to fight Joshua and Fury. You know, these guys are trying to do that, so you can't mess about. You can't mess about, and they're getting out in front of Mayweather, because they're getting out in front of Teofimo Lopez, because they know that T is going to move up, and they know that in reality, more than likely, especially if Josh Taylor wins the fight, Josh Taylor is moving up to 147 to fight Terrence Crawford, and them belts are going to be vacant. So, you know, I like this fight. I like the fight. I didn't like it. I didn't really like it at first, because it caught me off guard. And you know, sometimes in boxing you hear these things that catch you off guard. So I didn't want to make a video about it immediately when I saw everybody making a video about it. But hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. I think we would really get a chance to see what Tank would do against somebody who's significantly bigger than him, because the big criticism that this guy has had his entire career is that he's been making his living fighting smaller guys. Abner Mares, Jesus Cuellar, Leo Santa Cruz. You can have your pick of the litter, have your pick of the bunch. But now this is a fight where you can't say that. This is a fight where you can't criticize that, because now he's fighting a guy that's bigger than him, that's a strong, young, durable, undefeated fighter in his weight class, who holds a version of a title that will put him in position to be in line for bigger and better things, for blockbuster events, should he go in there and be victorious. So, what more do you want from the guy, man? What more do you want? But you guys leave your comments down below. What do you make of the report that Gervonta Davis' next fight will be against Mario Barrios in the summer? I'd like to know what you guys think in the comments down below. I don't know how you could criticize it, but if you can criticize it, let me know in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.